Hey everybody, welcome back to Meet the Wheelers. I'm Mason.
I'm Sarah.
And we just got
the
up
morning.
early in the morning, and I am going to Sarah's work this morning to do a photo shoot. Some of the staff members need pictures taken.
Our website.
Yeah, and I am a photographer sometimes. So I'm going to do that. Sarah's eating breakfast. I'm really tired. Sarah's really cold, always.
But I'm always in my jacket in the videos. I'm like, oh, I'll just sit in scrubs today.
Is that just a girl thing? Can we get some votes here? Is it just a girl thing to be cold all the time? Because I feel like as a guy, I'm just never cold. And
Girls get 2 votes.
I don't care if you vote that girls are always cold. I want to know. Anyways, Sarah and I wanted to kind of talk about something near and dear to our hearts today. We've been putting this off for a little too long.
Near and dear.
Well, near and dear, it's impacted us a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
For that.
We've been putting it off for no particular reason, other than just we wanted to give it its worth in a conversation with you guys, and we didn't feel like we had the time or the I don't know. We were gonna make like a big video about it, but I think it's just time to talk about it.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it or introduce it?
OHSS.
Ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome.
Yeah, which I'm sure some of you have had.
OHSS stands for oh shit, seriously? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, our understanding of it, I guess, in what's the term? Layman term? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're doing a bunch of injections for your ovaries to create follicles,
yeah.
And then they poke a needle through your ovary and then go into each follicle and suck those eggs out. So your ovaries are huge, because you have so many eggs in there. Hopefully you have so many eggs in there. And they suck them out, and then they, I'm totally having a brain fart.
Well, they poked you a whole bunch of times.
No, they poke in your ovary once.
Well, they poke in your ovary once, but basically...
And then they go into each follicle.
I mean, it's not necessarily like the more times they poke you, the more chance of getting OHSS you're going to get.
Yeah.
But it is, the idea is you're draining fluid from those holes that they're poking.
Yeah, so your ovaries are huge. I'm not saying they're this big, but they're big compared to what they normally are.
Big.
And so they're leaking fluid, is from what we understand. They leak and they leak and they leak, and it leaks into your peritoneum cavity, which is in between your organs and your skin. Yeah. So there's no exit. And so you bloat, and some people get drained and some people don't. So, and Mason will put little clips in. So we are at Palma Fertility this morning. Got my second IV for the day. Happy birthday to me. And they did an ultrasound, and there's a lot of extra fluid around my abdomen. That's why I'm so bloated. So my back hurts, why I can't sleep. And they are going to go in and poke a needle in somewhere and suck all the fluid out. And that should be instant relief. But they said likely we'll have to do it again probably 2 more times. So we're coming Saturday to do it, and we're coming Monday to do it. So that's our update. But you hear us ask the doctor at our first transfer, we say, am I going to get more bloated from this? And he said, if you get pregnant, yes.
Yeah.
So, and I remember before getting really sick, I remember like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. And then, boom, it got really bad really fast.
She actually was like much better. And then, actually, the day we found out Sarah was pregnant,
yeah, I forgot about that.
On her birthday, in the middle of the night, the morning of her birthday, we had to take her to the hospital because she was in such pain from the OHSS that we were concerned, and we were like, well, if she could be pregnant, we think she might be pregnant, we better take her to the hospital. And we hesitated to call our doctor, and after the fact he was a little like I mean, he said, we want to say upset. He wasn't mad at us, but like he wished we would have called him, even though it was in the middle of the night. He wished we would have paged him because he would have told us not to do that. Because really, there's nothing they could have done for us at the hospital other than tell us we were pregnant.
The doctor was kind of a quack.
Well, he didn't really know anything about fertility, and he was
all.
like in the middle of the night doctor at an emergency clinic. So he wasn't really prepared to do anything about it.
He's like, we could stick a needle through your stomach and suck it out. I'm like,
we're like, keep the needles away from the baby. How about that?
Yeah.
But basically, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, the doctors didn't say this, but I've heard kind of from a lot of people that PCOS is somewhat. I don't know. I almost don't want to say this, but I've heard that people with PCOS and like lean PCOS will often deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
That's not to say like everybody, but I've heard a couple of people say, yeah, we dealt with the bad bloating, and we had lean PCOS.
But at the same time, I'm like, do I really have PCOS? Because it's so overly diagnosed that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I don't know. Yeah, but so it involved. It was seriously, of
course, 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, I think it was a little less than that.
A little less than 2 weeks.
But it was like, get up in the morning, go to the clinic by like 7:30. They hook you up to an IV. And then sometimes you had to get pushed out because there's people in for egg retrievals, and that's a timely matter.
Yeah.
And they go in, they stick a needle up in there. I think only like that much, though. Like, pokes into the wall that they need to get the fluid out.
I think we have footage of this, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great.
All right, thank you.
All lined up here.
Oh my gosh. Can we turn on the light now?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That's all of it.
Oh my gosh.
That's so good.
All right. 27.
But Sarah, you see color.
Oh, big difference.
100. Oh my gosh. So 2,700 today. 2 days ago they got 2,400. So that's what we got. A little over 5 liters of fluid in 3 days. Not all from 3 days, but dang, you're a champ, Scoop.
Thanks.
Good job.
Right, I'm gonna go.
How do you feel?
I feel so much better.
I'm so happy for you.
On the suction, they suck it out. So I'd go home, sleep in my own bed, which was nice. And then I think by probably 5 o'clock that night,
You'd start not feeling good again.
yeah, I couldn't. I seriously was like only eating chicken broth.
Yeah.
I think I lost
couldn't
like
eat anything.
12 pounds in that time. It was.
And we know what you're gonna
anything.
say. We know what you're gonna say. They tell you to drink Gatorade,
Ugh.
and they tell you.
I have not had Gatorade since.
We know all the stuff that we were supposed to do. Like, they told us we didn't do anything wrong. It's just it impacted us like a lot.
Yeah. And I don't want to think about drinking Gatorade ever again.
Yeah, no, Sarah's Gatorade
So
is ruined
sick of it.
for Sarah. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, but it was draining every other day, and we got drained a total of 7 times
and each time was 2 liters.
or more. The last 2 times.
2 liters. That's a 2 liter.
We have some pictures Mason will put up.
I'll put some pictures. Oh, we'll put some pictures
The
and
last 2
videos.
times were less than that, and that's especially the last time. It was like my body was like, "Oh, I'm supposed to deal with this by myself," and then it just kind of went away.
Yeah, it died down eventually, but I mean, the doctors are prepared for this, and that's, I guess, something we should say is we didn't post this video to like scare you guys. We wanted to just sort of inform you of what it was like in one of the worst case scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen videos of people who dealt with it worse and like almost
in the ICU.
almost died or something like that. But seriously, doctors have protocols for stuff like this. They know how to handle it. That's not new. So we just kind of wanted to give you guys an inside look a little bit and talk to you about our experience and let you know that, like, I'm sure your doctors will confirm this, but if you feel like this is happening to you, to call your clinic, call the what do we call it? On-call emergency hotline or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it is serious. I mean, it's something you should definitely not take lightly.
It sucks for sure.
Oh man, it sucks, and it not to belittle your experience at all, but it was hard for both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, because I felt terrible that you couldn't sleep and couldn't eat.
You couldn't. Yeah, Mason slept with me I was sleeping in a chair. So Mason slept on the couch, and I would seriously wake up every night in the middle of the night crying, and he would get up and he would rub my back and get a hot water bottle and Tylenol. I think I eventually started taking Tylenol. And yeah, that's how like every night was for like a week and a half.
Hey guys, Sarah and I are here. It is almost Saturday, the 19th, and Sarah's not feeling very good at all. Last couple of nights been really, really struggling with sleeping, keeping food down, and it's causing. Why don't you talk a little bit?
It's making my back hurt really bad, and like half an hour ago was the first time I threw up, and it didn't come out easily because I barely have anything in my stomach, so that made my back hurt even worse. I don't want to eat anything, but I need to eat something, so there's something in my stomach for me to throw up. So tomorrow I get my very
bloated belly
drained for the second time. They got 2.5 liters out the first time.
Yeah, she's gonna go in tomorrow and get it done again, and then Monday as well. And by this rate, we're hoping that it doesn't have to happen again, but you know, if she needs to get it done again, she has to get it done again.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It almost felt like we were preparing to have a kid, waking up in the middle of the night so often.
But he was so great. I would be throwing up, and he'd go get a cold washcloth and wipe my face. FYI, if you are throwing up, wipe your face with a wet washcloth. It is the best. Anyway, side note. Yeah, you were great. I don't think I could have done that week by myself.
I wouldn't have wanted you to.
It's rough, but
yeah, it was a big part of like our journey that we wish we would have shared with you guys when it happened.
Yeah.
But honestly, we were like, we were like completely
engulfed
in that. Like Sarah took off some work on like
a week. Yeah.
I mean, it was crappy. So I don't know. It sucked, but I mean, we're strong. I honestly, I think we're stronger from it. And
I just think that my stomach got a little pre-stretched for pregnancy.
She looked pregnant, guys. She looked pregnant. I'll show you. We have before and after pictures.
Like right before draining and then right after, and it's crazy.
Make sure you. Yeah. Gosh. I hope that we've helped you guys be a little bit more prepared for a potential thing that could happen to you. We really want to be a resource to you guys. So if you guys have any questions about OHSS and how we responded to it, what happened, any more of the details, please comment down below. If you guys have a topic you want us to cover in a video, please comment down below. If you guys want to share your story, we love reading your stories of how you guys are persevering and keeping the faith, keeping positive. This is a community where we really want to support you guys. So let us know how we can be thinking of you, praying for you.
I know one of you messaged me yesterday and you got your big fat positive after your frozen embryo transfer. So congratulations.
Congrats.
That's exciting. Yeah. So everyone keep us updated on where you're at.
Yeah. Subscribe to follow our journey and join this community of awesome, positive people. Like the video if you think Sarah looks cute in coral.
Mason's cute in plaid.
Whatever. Anyways. Thank you guys for joining us. We gotta go work and stuff. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.